When you look at Mirage for Aurora, they've played it 6 times in the past 3 months. They've only won it on 2 occasions, once against Bait and once against Gill the Eagles. So that could be a bit concerning. Ex-ENEIDA, they don't have a single map or match on record on Mirage, so we have no idea what to expect. But you know what? Thankfully, we're about to find out. So let's get into it.
Yeah, so then it has to be an Aurora pick, right? There's no other ways it's anywhere else. I mean, even ex-ENEIDA starting on CT side, you'd assume it's going that way.
All right, well, like I said, no more need for speculation. I do think, I mean, listen, ex-ENEIDA are starting on the CT side. You get to choose sides in your opponent's map pick, Nick. Either way, it doesn't matter because Lackey, he's just blown the door wide open on that A bomb site. Great opening kill, smoking towards the top of Con as well. That's going to afford them a lot of control in the bomb plant as well.
Oh, pushing the issue towards jungle. Borea's got one through the smoke in the meantime, and Balchanok's going to trade that back. But there is a kit and a smoke on Munch, so you might have a situation where even in this 3v4, the smoke dropped on the bomb rather, the fuse coming through, but Balchanok's going to try and get another. Warrior can't get anything done now. Munch left in the 1v4 to 1v3. He does have the kit and looks like he's going to save.
Man, that's so weak. You got a smoke grenade as well? Are you kidding?
Yeah,
You're not going for the smoke
saving
defuse?
is very low. Let's see.
Oh, yeah, surely you've got to attempt the smoke diffuse, bro. That's why you bought up that kit, right? And the utility.
Amen.
Oh well, either way, good way for Aurora to begin their foray here on Mirage.
Warrior's insta-bought. The rest of them have as well, so it's a force buy coming out again. See if they have any sort of rebuttal. Yeah, it seems like it's something that they lean on quite often. So maybe they could work magic. You know, Deagle's at long range, playing CT through smoke. Can definitely go the force buyer's way, but we'll see how things transpire.
Rifles across the board, yeah. Aurora not messing about, thinking about the long term as well. Keeping things really simple from the word go here. Just waiting to see if there's any early aggression they can try and punish from the CT side. And if there's nothing on offer, they can start to take some shape of their own.
Oh!
Shot.
There it is.
Beautiful shot there on the jiggle. Deko is normally the one who does that with a deagle, so to be on the receiving end isn't something he's going to be too familiar with. Certainly not as much of a fan of, that's for sure.
Yeah, but now it comes down to how do ex-ENEIDA choose to react. There's that smoke towards top connector, so very often the reactions to smoke ramp or palace and play towards that other choke point. They've smoked towards palace. And Norway's creeped up Cat. They've spotted him and they spotted the player out apps. The question is, when does Balchanok choose to activate? He has yet to do so just yet towards Palace, but the fights are going over towards the B bomb side, and just like that, the A bomb side is now vacant. Really solid playing out from Aurora. They're playing the chaos throughout the map. They're able to conveniently walk out A on the timing and catch the players in transition. Really, really solid coming out. Even though the opening frag didn't go their way, they didn't get flustered. They still had the wits about them, and they're able to clean it up to post their second.
I mean, there were lots of moving parts that round there for Aurora, so they had to maintain their composure, but they did a good job of that. Could imagine there was quite a lot going on in terms of the communication to try and keep track of everything that was going on. But it was well done. And now they've got the easiest round to play up against.
You'd hope so, right? Someone getting a juice? Nope.
That's why Kenzie's been let off the leash.
Oh, wow. Here it is. Here it is.
Nope.
No!
Denied.
Kensizor gets one. That's with the Deagle though, not the Zeus.
Munch has a Zeus.
Come on.
Unfortunately, there's just nobody on his side of the map.
I like the fact that they made Zeus's rechargeable. I think it's made it so much more viable.
Yeah, I agree. The Zeus did need some sort of a buff, right?
Yeah, it needed some change, whether it was increased distance or whatever. It needed some change. Even. Yeah, something along those lines, where to make it to have someone to have incentive to actually buying the fake thing on CT side or even T side sometimes. But I think it's pretty solid.
There was even a period where if you got a kill with the Zeus, you didn't even get a kill reward.
No, I didn't. I've never bought the weapon in my life.
Oh, okay. Well, there was a time where even if you got a kill, you wouldn't even get a kill reward for it.
So I think that with the Zeus skin being added, I think it pretty much. Obviously, I'm using confirms quite loosely, but I don't see a way in which they don't add grenade and C4 skins, because you can inspect all your grenades now. You
Yeah,
can spin
true.
the C4 on your finger. I think the next couple updates we're going to see grenade skins and C4 skins coming out, and honestly, I think that's going to be sick.
Yeah,
I would
probably
love
something
it.
they were looking forward to in the future when they added those features to the game, right? Was something they kind of kept the door open for.
Imagine an HE grenade that looks like a Christmas decoration. Like, how nice would that
Yeah.
be? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fair enough, man.
I need a
You can
trademark for
certainly
that.
get creative with it. Yeah, why don't you get into the workshop and
Yeah.
design that yourself? Maybe it ends up in a crate one day.
I'll be pretty sick.
Alright, well, this is a really big round. First full gun round of the map, an open play for Soltovsky, and a chance for ex-ENEIDA to get themselves on the board. They did start Inferno down 3-0. Able to win the map there 13-10. Of course, starts don't define outcomes.
As the age-old saying goes, doesn't matter how you start, it matters how you finish. So we're going to see if Lucky can finish. No, he can't. He's in the grave. Really nice opening coming out now. Now it comes down to how to ex-ENEIDA play around it, right? You've killed all the players towards mid.
Oh,
Aurora has pushed... What?
going for a second bite at the apple here. The boost is being used again. Exploited
pushing.
by kensizor. He's actually gone forward. Yeah, really bold coming through from him. They know that there's two players towards Cat though, so that's a lot of information for Aurora. And look at Kenzie. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize he's in the belly of the beast right now. ex-ENEIDA have no idea that this is the case. The only problem is that the bomb's still on Catwalk.
Oh, and kensizor knows it. That's the next big problem. And Soltovsky's over towards triple, scoping Cat. Oh my god. He should still be able to get this kill. There's no flash. There's a couple flashes, but there's no smoke. There's the flash. There's the kill. Oh, he doesn't know that they haven't taken the bomb. Another flash going his way. Peeking bottom con. Oh, not able to hit the shot.
Never with the USP.
What?
Oh my god, okay. Scrap that. Bomb plant going to come through just in time. 1v1 for Soltovsky. What's his routing? How does he go about his business? Misses the jump. Rifle recovered. He doesn't have a kitchen, Nick, so time is certainly against him. And Belchnok has headed in towards Cat. The bomb's planted here for him as well. I mean, Soltovsky doesn't even have a smoke grenade. He's taken way too long for my liking. This is one of those retakes where the guy who's retaking is really hedging his bets on the T player in the post plant, sort of pushing in towards him or being in his vicinity, right? And because he hasn't been able to find him, he's going to have to just accept his fate. And that's Aurora continuing their flawless run here on Mirage.
At least he can still retrieve the AWP, right? I think it's towards window. Oh, never mind. Could it be Belchnok's? Might have even seen it. That's why he chose to perch up towards the catwalk like he did. Things went a little bit pear-shaped at round 4 Aurora, but I mean, for the most part, they always had that security with that flank from markets in towards that B-bomb site, getting a couple frags. Yeah, the bomb was dropped towards catwalk, but things were always going to go Aurora's way, depending on how the round ended up transpiring after that. But flawless start so far, even though these rounds have come down to 1v1s and maybe haven't looked as comprehensive as they should have been. Aurora have comprehensively been the better team. One gun round going the way, and now it's just an eco round coming out from them. And quite often in games, you'd think, yeah, they played so well in the previous 4, no ways they'd lose this one, and then knowing how CS works, this is the round that they're going to end up losing someone.
There we go. Don't lose with discipline. Munch surely can't get a second kill from here. It's not clean from Kenzie on the spray, but he does find the trade. Lots of damage going down elsewhere. Aurora Gaming. Oh my goodness. Beautiful shot there from Buria. Lackey just crosses his angle. He loses his life as a result. And, well, Kenzie hasn't been able to get into the B-bomb sites in the meantime. Barely has any health as well. That's why he's so reluctant to push. He's hoping that Belchnok can give him something to work with. But it's not going to happen. Belchnok 1 versus 3. First frag should come through for free. And it does. Running out of ammo. Reload going to come through. He doesn't know there's another player on the bomb site. And that's a great D shot out of Soltovsky.
And just as I say, these are the rounds that you play so well in the previous 4. And then something that the Counter-Strike gods then say that this is the round that you're going to lose. And I mean, even looking towards the right side of the screen, because the previous rounds have come relatively close with only a couple players staying alive, the economy of Aurora is really not looking good. And the fact that you've just won an eco, Soltovsky and kensizor smiling ear to ear, they've got 4.5k in the bank. The opposite can be said about Aurora. No one above 1.4, and that's deko with that AWP. So all of a sudden, if you're ex-ENEIDA, win this round, they eco, you're looking at 4-3 or maybe even 4-4 being the scores and the doors after that. So this round could be a really big swing round depending on how the round and the game rather after that ends up going.
Yeah, it's a good point. All based on the fact that ex-ENEIDA need to win this round, though.
Yes, yeah, it's big
That's
if.
the reality that transpires, exactly. So it's a really big opportunity for ex-ENEIDA in the grand scheme of things. Lose this, and then it's the complete opposite, right? 5-1, sure, a couple players can buy, but if nobody saves their guns, then straight back to square one at that point for the team who have, well, who are leading the series 1-0. Deko's got his ult, but he doesn't have a kill yet. Where is he going? That's the question. In towards middle, he's got a good spawn. 3 players right now. Looks like kensizor might get flashed forward. Surely he's going to be walking into a whole lot of trouble, and yeah, he loses his life out.
Really nice idea. Warriors just be dropped towards the B bomb side, I believe. Oh
What?
my goodness,
Couldn't
what
be
the
right.
hell was
Not
that?
on the jump.
What?
Wasn't the jumping player, was it?
I hope not. For the sake
Yeah,
of
me
my
too.
sanity. My mechanics also don't work like that. Aurora
Soltovsky's
written all
also
over it.
just rubbing his eyes right now. Did that just happen?
That's when your teammate says, he killed me running with a deagle, and then everyone in the team speak is like, I mean, like, did he? You know, like,
Yeah, are you
did
sure?
he?
I know you're saying that, but... Listen,
No,
this is 5
you know,
versus 2
you
right
with
now,
the-
but 3 of the 5 players are incredibly low, Nick.
Yeah, that's a fact. And you have a sliver smoke if you want to play around it. Paul Bandana, you can smoke in front of him.
Oh, they've cleared up the road. Yeah, they're going back. Good call. Paul Bandana's getting excited, right? He's like, guys, they're coming towards A right now. But unfortunately, it's all a ruse.
I really like the play from Aurora because you're really min-maxing the round, right? If Kenzie walks out B, yes, he's low HP, but you're using him as like a walking piece of information. That's nothing much more. You put the pressure towards A, he walks out B. If he dies, then you know it's 4v1 towards A, right? So you hedge your bets. If he doesn't, then obviously you know the B bomb side's vacant. So it's a win-win situation, and Aurora had the real maturity to play that round out like they did. They are going to lose a couple rifles, and the money's not looking too good for them.
Yeah.
Same can be said about Munch. He definitely wants to keep this, but that Kobe is going to land right at his feet. And
Wow.
dude, I swear my game doesn't work like this.
I mean, he should still die here, right? That's close of Bloom would give him a bit more room to work with, but Kenzie will finish off the job. No weapon saved for the CT side. Soltovsky can afford an AWP. Kenzie can grab a rifle here as well, but I think it's more just going to be about biting the bullet, leveling out the economy, and then getting a gun round in the next.
Oh, you say that.
I know,
M4's
I
already been
do.
dropped over.
Okay, well, fair enough. It's actually a decent investment, isn't it? 5-1 though, Nick. This half is starting to get away from ex-ENEIDA at a rate of knots.
It really is. It really, really is. See how they choose to play around this now. Fast mid-take coming out. Molo towards the lowers, Molo towards the connector position, and this Mac 10 up close and personal can do some damage to 3 out of the 5 unhit armored opponents of the side of ex-ENEIDA. Again, chooses to fight these headshot angles. Burrio's going to try to push the issue. Can he catch someone around the fringe of the smoke? That HE's going to do a decent amount of damage. Actually, I say that. 17 damage goes the way of that. So now it comes down to what sort of the map you're going to push. Actually, kensizor's going to open it up. I would say you got to push ramp here, push palace, try get info towards one of those positions. Deko's just dunked down kensizor, so now it looks like it's going back into Aurora's favor.
Yeah, and they don't have to continue to commit. There's still a lot of time here for them to work with. Just slow things down, pump the brakes, and assess the situation. And now ex-ENEIDA are wondering what's going on because they've got a heavy lean over towards the safe side of the map right now. Big kill out of Soltovsky. But it's Munch who has a job to do. And hopefully he's got room for more than just one. He's going to have to feast on them, not just Munch.
Just
he will
live,
find
just
them
live.
first. Yeah, at this point it's about staying alive, right? But no, he will thrive.
I'm just telling him to live, and meanwhile he's dying. He's killing the other opponent. Deko masterclass
wins
incoming.
this. Yeah, please, I'm keen. Always love me a Deko masterclass, and he's been giving so much room right now. They give him so much respect. He doesn't want to go for the plants. He wants another frag before he commits to the plant, but he's taking a lot of time as a result. A bit lazy there as he slips through the smoke, and unfortunately that's going to cost him. Don't really like that pathing, to be honest with you, mate.
I just think looking at these couple of gun rounds that we're seeing from ex-ENEIDA, there doesn't seem to be plans that are made in the mid round. Like, if Aurora, because they're clearly playing like pretty standard across the map. They're playing either a 2-1-2 with one guy starting window, or they're playing a 2-3 with one guy starting top con. They haven't really done anything else. Even the round where they ran up mid, it was still a similar idea. But ex-ENEIDA, they don't seem to have that next move in what they're talking about. So what I'm saying is, after Aurora take mid, then what's the reaction? Is it boosting apps and walking, or even double boosting apps with one guy getting boosted up, making the noise, and then one guy walking after him and double pushing apps? Or is it smoking palace, peeking into ramp and mollying the right side of it? Something along these lines, where you just do that to just get a little bit extra information and hopefully getting a kill in the meantime. Whereas if you're just going to choose to do like win or lose the aim duels towards middle, that's a bit more 50-50. So I'd like to see a little bit more proactivity coming out from ex-ENEIDA in the mid round, because even now they start 2-1-2, but what do they do after they lose middle? What sort of map control do they want to take and want to contest for?
Yeah, can't afford to just sit by idly and allow Aurora to play their game and have full liberty.
Even
I suppose in this round it's less important though, because you're playing, you've got a massive advantage in terms of your weaponry. So map control becomes a bit less important at that point. You don't really want to contest the deagles unnecessarily, but you certainly have to keep tabs on the space that you've given up. And a lot of space and ground's been taken by Aurora as well. They've got players in towards con. There's a player's boosted up in the sniper smoke right now. Buria's got so many players converging on his position. He's got some support from default right now. Soltovsky's AWP's on the angle, and he will come in handy.
Oh,
Kenzie though, able to activate. Yeah, that kind of does start to unlock things slightly.
Oh, he kills him blind.
Oh, brother. That's insane. Great shot out of Soltovsky, and I wonder if...
Yeah, then
doesn't look like Kenzie. Well, I mean, not for a certainty, because Munch is still shift-walking cat right now, but Soltovsky's spidey senses are certainly tingling.
Solid round coming out from him. Really, really solid round. I really
He's
like
the
the
IGL
setup.
as well, by the way. I think he could be
hectic.
certainly a player to watch here for ex-ENEIDA, as Kenzie rips off the player's head, whose praises we are singing. Second kill coming through from Kenzie. The bomb is in towards the top of connector right now. Munch is reluctant to push, reluctant to peek. Kenzie! My god, that comes close.
My goodness gracious me. Able to retrieve the AWP, which is probably the most important thing at the end of that. That was a full investment from Aurora, even though it was a couple deagle frags going their way. It is important to keep that in mind. So it does look like ex-ENEIDA did weather the storm, but they just let the deagles get really up close and personal. Let them boost window, let them get all the way up con, where maybe HE in the con smoke on a timing and getting a kill with the AWP might have been a little bit better. But as you said, sometimes it's nice to afford to tease that map control when you play the range. You know, you play towards default towards con and top palace towards con. Take those long range aim duels, and it's exactly what they're choosing to do this round. They're choosing to push the issue, and kensizor is hungry for some frags towards middle, and he's gonna eat.
Oh, how many, Nick? How many?
Two.
Okay, 3 is my bet.
Boom.
We've got 2 so far. There's a third.
Both of us are wrong.
Okay, well,
Nice.
there we go, yeah.
We're still 1-1.
I can hear the satisfaction. Oh, goodness. All right, well, 1-for-1 is the score right now between Nick and I in terms of guessing how many players, how many kills a player will get in an anti-eco. Either way, ex-ENEIDA have done a really good job to draw within one round again here, Nick, because again it was a bit of a streaky, sketchy start for them, I would say, a bit shaky, but they're right back in it.
Yeah, it looks like both maps have the same sort of theme, which is a case of one team starting pretty strong, and then as soon as the other team has a bit of an idea, I'm talking about post gun round, then as soon as the other team has a bit of a better idea what they're going to be followed with, then they're able to counter them and play them accordingly. But
Soltovsky, yeah, brother. You gotta be a lot more worried about Palace.
Are they going to go through? No
way.
ways.
But they've got pole band down on the opposite side. MP9 position, no utility. He's only going to be able to get a single kill. Soltovsky will react to get another though. There's a third player in Palace. That's the bomb carrier as well. Kenzie jumping up, but my god, Soltovsky is not missing a beat. Steps heard though, yeah, great. And even the peek from Deko. He hears the reposition coming through from Soltovsky, but it's not going to stop the Ukrainian sniper.
If this guy's IGLing, someone snap him up ASAP. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, Nick.
Not many AWP IGLs left in the world.
And he's been doing it for a while, right, by the way. He's been doing this for a good year and a half now. He's got a decent amount of experience under his belt at this level.
I'm trying to check his age.
Let me know once you find out.
22.
There we go.
Young man.
My man. Kensizor
Wow,
finishes
what a
it
round.
off. Scoreline leveled up. Money looking very good right now for the CT side. Aurora on the flip side, they're going to have to eco. And ex-ENEIDA now have a prime opportunity to get the lead. Didn't expect to say that one, mate.
They're forcing?
Nah,
I
half
guess-
by max round loss bonus.
Max loss bonus. Deko doesn't have the AWP. I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe he just goes for a Glock and just chooses to bait one of his teammates. But it looks like they're going for an A set piece. I'm keeping an eye out on Saltovsky's position. They're starting 3 towards A. Super strong, especially with the amount of rifles. Once they know nothing's mid, how are they going to choose to clear out these different areas? You can save your
Well-
HE for after they're coming out ramp. HE's going to dunk. How much damage? 100 at least. Boom. Never mind.
Yeah, Buria will find a frag though, doubles down, shutting Aurora down as they try to cross in towards A. Pole Bandana still in position as well, pole position to clean up. Doesn't really matter if he loses his life. Next round is the last
He's
of the
into
half. And Munch will finish off the job 6-5. ex-ENEIDA now do have the lead for the first time here on Mirage. I suppose outside of the pistol, did they not win the pistol? No, they didn't.
Aurora won the
Scrap
pistol,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. So first time they've had the lead here for ex-ENEIDA. Can they carry a lead into the second half? That's the big question right now.
It is the question on everyone's lips. Full belt of utility for the CT side. They're as happy as can be. Lots of money in the bank. They're a bit upset that it's the last gun round. Or last round on the board, that is. Oh! Kensizor's going to open things up and he's going to carry on going. Sitting behind the top mid smoke. That HE's going to do a boatload of damage. Kenzie's down low HP. Munch is going to munch on these B players trying to push the issue. Kensizor's also going to help him out. Almost a clinic towards the B bomb side as Deko is finally going to rebuttal, but the last player is Norway. They know where he is. Not able to, I don't think you'll be able to get much done, especially with the bomb. Wait, where is the bomb? In the smoke? On the floor? He's dead.
Well, there we go. It doesn't matter, Nick. Great recovery coming through from ex-ENEIDA. 7 out of the last 8 rounds. When we're going to throw this one to a break when we come back, it's the second half of Mirage.
And if I met you in the middle, babe, would you give me all your love? Come and meet me in the middle, babe, and I give you all of my heart. And if I met you in the middle, babe, would you give me all your love? 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 Come and meet me in the middle, babe, and I'll give you all of my heart. If I meet you in the middle, babe, would you give me all your love?
All right, second half, second map is where we find ourselves right now. ex-ENEIDA with the wonderful recovery towards the end of that first half. They were down, what, I think 5-1 at one point, or 4-1, and they come back to win the half 7-5, Nick. Kind of felt like Aurora just started to get quite frustrated towards the end of that first half.
Yeah, it makes you think if you take out the pistol round victory and the couple eco rounds that went their way, what sort of different scoreline we'll be looking at. So had a look at the statistics at halftime on Aurora's round win percentage on their CT&T spread. And over the past 6 months, the CT round win percentage of 48.5%, T round win percentage of 49%. So, I mean, that doesn't really tell you anything. You're talking about 0.6% between the two of them. So they get a fair share of CT versus T rounds. So I think the game's still up in the air. I think this pistol's a lot more important than maybe what the first half pistol would be. ex-ENEIDA win this pistol, might see them steamroll the rest of the game. If Aurora win this pistol, they're right back in things.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more on the sentiment. Munch is going to find some big contact with deko again towards lowers. The Julies have to do the damage, right? That's what they're expected about right now. And there we go. Kill comes through from deko. kensizor in towards middle. He's getting a lot of pressure right now. Soltovsky's P250 will reign true for a kill. I mean, this is really messy right now for both these teams. The bomb is in towards the top of middle. Lots of damage being done by the CT side, and it's so awkward for ex-ENEIDA. I mean, they're just trying to get out of dodge right now. Aurora don't have to give these gunfights up, by the way.
Paul Bandana, he's about to be in a window. Lucky's pushed up mid. They have no idea. It's the first, able to live. Now, really important. Paul Bandana can be the thorn in the side. Jumping out window. He gets looked at, though, and deko gets the kill. What's happened there?
Disaster has struck. No, this has happened, but hold on. There's a chance. Soltovsky at range. It's going to be deko with the Julies. 3 kills coming through from him. You mentioned that he's one of the key players that has to stand up here for Aurora, and it's exactly what he does in the pistol.
I'm wondering if you're ex-ENEIDA. Soltovsky got 300 times 3 for kill bonus on the pistol round, so he can drop over an AK to a teammate. They're choosing to go full eco, maybe a couple P250s purchased up, which I wouldn't have minded. I think that's a really nice idea. Have maybe him on a deagle and have an AK around. Would have been a really interesting approach, but ex-ENEIDA, they're choosing just to play. They'll meet you at the first gun round at 7-7. How many is Norway getting? Let's try this. 2. Now this doesn't count. I've said it's like rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah,
I've said
I don't
mine.
know. That's true. I'm thinking 4, mates. I want to go all in here.
That's
go
fair.
on, Norway. Go on, lad. Let's see. Rack him up. Rack him, stack him. Come on, pack him.
Kill him. Nice!
Oh my god, this is a disaster. How have you done that, Norway? How have you done that? How have you given your life up so easily, son?
2-1. This is a score.
That's true. Right, well, it is a formality here. We know that ex-ENEIDA are looking forward to the gun round here after before they're going to really look to make a mark in the second half. Man, they'll be thinking back to that pistol round. Paul Bandana's going to be ruining those missed shots. Because that was deko. That was deko with 1 kill to his name. Could have ended it right there. Lackey has had his life ended. He went on an explorative mission, Dora the Explorer. And I think he found something he wasn't quite looking for, Nick. That's why you got to be careful, mate.
As you said, you gotta, when you cross the road, make sure you look left, right, and then left again. He's caught with his pants down. I think Kenzie's gonna mop this round up. Unless he peeks ramp for some reason. Gets double dinged. I think he's good.
Timing is gonna be okay, right? There we go. Perfect.
There it is.
All's well and ends well. Knows there's a second player coming from ramp. Just gonna get clean up for the CT side. No armor makes it impossible for Soltovsky. 2 kills, not too bad for ex-ENEIDA. But the scoreline's been leveled up, 7 apiece. First gun round is upon us.
And now, if you're ex-ENEIDA, the first thing you're talking about is the fact that you know that there's 2 MP9s on the side of Aurora, right? You know that there's 2 MP9s that are still in the climate of the round. So what are you going to be talking about? Any aggro lowers at the start of the round, aggro up mid, 2 ramp, 2 palace, boost apps. Those are things where you're going to make sure they don't do that first. Then after that's done, you're then going to play your default afterwards. So playing pretty much passive across the map, passive towards ramp, passive towards top middle, passive towards B. Now they know that there's no early aggression, so now they're going to choose to play out the default afterwards. A great position coming out from Paul Bandana, but deko's going to open things up. And this is what we're talking about. If he starts to rock up, it's going to be super hard for ex-ENEIDA.
Don't really like that position from Paul Bandana, though, at all. I think, you know, You're so exposed to even a flash swing to come through. You're exposed to the stairs peak as well. And it's not like your team is doing anything. It's not like they're taking attention away from you where you can look to try and capitalize on some space that's been created. It's kind of like standing in the open expecting to hit a shot, and deko starting to activate with this AWP. Big kill onto kensizor. And that's already 2 frags locked into the all-important gun run for Aurora. And there's more where that came from.
Yeah, and there's no ways they're going to have any idea that Kenzie's still in con. No ways he should push out, rather just stay in con, the bomb shop towards the catwalk. They know where at least one of these T's are, so I'll choose to play it relatively slow. Really difficult to retrieve the bomb, really difficult to get these frags. Looks like Aurora are going to post the first gun round. I wouldn't even hate a savior, to be 100% frank. Have like essentially 2 hero rifles going into the next max loss bonus. You maybe get Galils in the round after that. I don't think it's too difficult to stomach. You can win the round with 2 AKs. Seen it happen before.
Absolutely. Seen it happen with 1.
Amen. Seen it happen with none, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Nick.
Actually, drop the AKs. Play Glocks with Kevlar next round.
Yeah, clearly not necessary at all, because one team in the history of all time has won a round without AKs before. So.
There we go. I don't write the rules. Don't shoot the messenger.
Alright, Nick. No problem, mate. You're going to go unscathed. The question is, do ex-ENEIDA go all in? Your answer is no, because they get $3,400 here after. That's still a Galil and armor in the next, and it looks like they're going to follow that exact school of thought. They still have a decent amount of firepower to work with here as a result of those 2 AKs being carried through, but this game is now starting to get away from ex-ENEIDA. Aurora seems to be strong at starting halves, Nick, but they kind of evidently fall off as the half goes on.
Yeah, that's a fair observation. Normally, I think spotted him in front. He did indeed, so they're going to be alert for any sort of B-pop happening, and that HE actually just missed its mark, so kensizor would have been much lower in health if that were the case. It just comes down to how you're going to choose to set up these rifles. It looks like one might get boosted towards window and one searching top mid at a similar timing. Maybe not boosted in window, but at least searching the headshot angles on Cat. He is going to get boosted window shortly. Does Kenzie win this gunfight? Yes, he does. AK can be retrieved, can be passed along to next Kevlar opponent. Peeking out window. Whoa!
That's why Paul Bandana's thinking, oh, mate, you died on the boost. That's so unlucky. I'll just pick up the AK because, you know, it's there for me. But really unfortunate that you died. Doing with this AK, a lot of damage done. The transfer will be good enough. He's ready for the second peak to come through, even prepared for a potential third. And it's Belchenok in ladder who actually can't do a huge amount from this position. If Lackey gets caught off guard from kensizor coming through from Palace, that would be huge, and that's exactly what happens. Norway will lock it down in middle, but only enough for a single kill. Belchenok being spotted. The Molly's going to force him forward, and that will cost him his life.
It's really funny that the 2 players that started the round with AKs didn't get any kills, but rather the people that ended up picking them up did. Which just proves the strength of doing something like that. I think there's an argument to be made that Sanji idea, where you can argue that maybe one player should only start the 9 with Tech 9 Kevlar, because you just send the AK first and retrieve it. I think there's an argument to be made. I think it's difficult, but there's a possibility. That round we saw it can be proven. Have a couple guys use their rifles, let them search, they die, pick up the rifle afterwards, see what you can work around that. It just seems to be an A-set piece coming out. But Aurora, really strong read. 4 people towards this A bomb site. See how things go.
Oh my goodness, as you say, completely set up on the correct side of the map right now. Deko underneath Palace isn't going to get completely cleared, and he does so much damage as a result. He's even going to find a third, at least in conjunction with Lackey. They've shut down ex-ENEIDA emphatically. Kenzie even phasing through the smoke. Finally, a kill comes back for the T side, but that's just a consolation prize, man. Their money's been shot as well. ex-ENEIDA go all in on that A bomb site, but Aurora Gaming were more than prepared.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, just a really good read coming out from whether it was Lackey who called it or whether it was someone else. Just lack of mid pressure. They just left mid altogether, rotated over towards that A bomb site, and they were lucky. They hedged their bets correctly. Now max loss bonus. They're able to pitch up a couple things: a scout and Kevlar, Deagles, and even an AK. Soltovsky. They very often push up towards this B-bomb site. I B-popping with Beagles, never a fan.
Well, not going to have many players left to do much with in the round. They've already lost 2 towards the top of middle. Aurora Gaming marching on towards double digits here. This next gun round is going to be everything for ex-ENEIDA. Lose that, 11-8 becomes 12-8, and I just don't see them recovering from that.
Oh, the timing. Just beat out.
Past 2 rounds have been so good for Aurora. Sorry to interrupt you there, but they're just locking it down, man.
For sure, and you were saying previously that they seem to start the round, the halves really well, and seem to sort of swelter out coming into the later stages. And this has been sort of like the exact opposite. Yes, there was the hiccup of the eco, but now these previous 2 rounds have been comprehensive. So it comes down as to whether they can carry on keeping up that form going into these next. Soltovsky's no longer got an AWP, he can't afford it. He obviously bought that AK and Kevlar in the previous round. One can make an argument maybe he shouldn't have done that, or maybe there was already a pre-exposed idea as to what they wanted to do in this round, so maybe 5 rifles would have been better. Seems to be a fast cat take. If you HE the smoke, you'll see them all the way towards cat, but Buria is going to get the first, able to try spin a 190, but always been killed by his teammate in the meantime. They HE the smoke. Great work of the mechanics, and Naki towards stairs. He doesn't have his wit to buy. Oh, he does actually, rather. He gets 2 and he triples for the third, and now it's Paul Bandana towards Palace. They're going to have an idea of where he's pinching towards the A side of the map, creeping below the smoke, and Deko possibly rushed a bit with the AWP shot. Now it's Paul Bandana in the 1v2.
Yeah, it's really tough though for him to do anything from this position. I mean, Lackey's already gotten 3 monster kills in the round, and he just repositions towards the opposite side of the wall. Missed shot there though. He's got a really good idea of where Lackey is. He will connect. Yeah, beautiful wallbang from Paul Bandana. Flash over the top to blind up. Deko spray down at range will get the kill. And that is a massive clutch.
That reminded me exactly of that flusher kill, that flusher 1v2 or 1v3 you got a Mirage ages ago, where he just spams the guy through the wood. Oh, what a clutch coming out from
shaking his mouse.
Exactly.
The original.
Crisp, clean lock, boys.
That's it.
Great clutch.
Really big clutch. I mean, Paul Bandana had a fairly quiet first half, but he's come up massively in that particular round, and if they can win this next one, they break that Aurora economy and probably break some hearts along with it as well. Oh no, kensizor. How's he done that? Where are both of those kills? Is that in lowers? No, he's gone straight up catwalk.
And he's got a double kill and then some. Norway's tagged to 41 points of health, and Munch is looking to push the issue. Look at all the smokes on the map. At one stage there were 6 smokes all scattered throughout the map. Now they're going to group up towards the B-bomb site, and Aurora, they've got an incorrect read here. They have a player pushing towards the ramp, and they're still choosing to stack towards that A-bomb site. So unless there's nothing short of a miracle happening this round, Aurora will be able to save at least, but it looks like ex-ENEIDA, they've leveled the score. Maybe what you predicted is true. Maybe they have had a little bit of a flash in the pan, have Aurora, and meanwhile, ex-ENEIDA, they're approaching things with a little bit more maturity, you could argue, in some of these rounds. Keeping the pace up, putting the foot on the throat of Aurora, ensuring that they're playing their game rather than Aurora's. And now all of a sudden, it's level pegging, 10-all.
Well, think about it. I mean, first half, Aurora started 5-1. Second half, they also got off to a roaring start. But on both occasions, it's kind of tapered away. Same thing happened on the previous map. At least they're going to be able to keep a couple players alive here, so they will afford, well, I mean, even if they don't invest in the next round, they'll still have a bit of firepower to work with. Lackey's trying to make life as awkward and uncomfortable as possible for these T players trying to save their guns right now. Oh, miscalculation. Buria, well, he calculated perfectly. 1 point of health to his name. Lackey does get an AK. Yeah, that's actually a great impact coming through there from the IGL.
And the money's so bad from ex-ENEIDA. I wouldn't be surprised if we see attack getting called from them. Actually, it's from the other side. Aurora possibly discussing the buy themselves. Saved AK, saved AWP, saved M4. Do they want a full invest coming into the next round? The loss bonus of the side of ex-ENEIDA is getting pretty low, so I can see the argument definitely. It's not a case of ex-ENEIDA losing and then they're able to reinvest altogether. If they lose this round, they'll be facing an eco in the next, possibly, depending on the conversation and how it goes. It looks like Aurora are going to stomach the eco.
Yeah, I think it's the right call. I mean, they still have a decent amount to work with yet. 3 out of 5 players on really good weapons.
For sure, I agree.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, for ex-ENEIDA, they lose this one, they eco in the next. I mean, this game really is in the balance as things stand. Exactly as we expected, with as much on the line as there is here. Both these teams, I mean, they're just trying to save their blushes right now. The actual process of qualifying for Melbourne's the last thing on their minds. They're just fighting to stay alive here on this map in the series.
There's 3 players starting towards window. No one towards the B bomb site.
Where are the rifles? You got Norway. He's a part of that stack in window.
I assume one person had an HE
stairs.
pinned for the window smoke.
Yeah, and they were going to swing off the back of it potentially, right?
Yeah, I think that was the case. Maybe they expected another fast cat play or at least a fast mid default coming out because it's something that was working for ex-ENEIDA. But they can still keep the setup and get ready to pin the HE.
Here we go.
HE's going to come out shortly. Here it goes. Where the kill's going to go?
Oh, Buria's in big trouble. He's the one who's going to get left exposed here. Yes, he goes down. Lucky doubles down. 2 great kills coming through from his rifle. Man advantage earned. And now ex-ENEIDA, they're going to be a bit shell-shocked. Munch is trying to close the gap and get some ground in towards the B bomb site. But Aurora, they've got the read here. They've already shifted 2 players across and both of them have got rifles. No further pressure over towards A or middle means Aurora are going to be very comfortable to commit to the setup. Especially with Belchnok in as deep as he is in Palace right now. He's getting a world of information. Oh, I'm really concerned right now for the well-being of ex-ENEIDA.
Oh, a bit of a whiff spray from Kenzie. He's gonna, oh my goodness. I was just trying to finish my sentences and meanwhile Deko's taking Munch's head off. Full bandana in the 1v2. Can he pull out the heroics he showed in the previous round? Does Deko get a little bit overzealous? No, he doesn't, but he actually misses his shot.
Gotta get the bomb.
Not something that goes together towards Cat. He gets shot, and all of a sudden, that was the eco coming out from Aurora. Really good stuff. They had a clear plan what was going to happen. HE the window smoke when it comes through. Now the money for ex-ENEIDA is in the bin. Do you want to stomach the eco in this one? I would say definitely.
You have to.
Rather play for overtime. Don't try any of these like weird buys with maybe a couple AKs or whatever. Rather just full eco in this one. Play for overtime altogether with the rifles coming into the next.
Lovely gimmick play there from Aurora. Beautiful gimmick with the clearance of the smoke and the double peek. And Lackey's shots were perfect as well with the M4. That's a really rough round for ex-ENEIDA to stomach. Because they were looking so good up until that point. And now all the wind has been taken out of their sails. It's an 11-10 scoreline as we expected. Just not in the direction we expected.
Oh, nice shots. He hits those, but he doesn't hit the one in the previous round.
Apparently.
Nice.
Deko things.
Even gonna jump lower.
Just farming up frags at this point. Are we going to OT, Nick? Or was this one done in regulation?
1v5 in regulation. Oh my god. Got no Kevlar.
It would be awesome.
Guys, don't trade too quickly. Guys, relax.
Yeah. Give him 1v1s here, guys.
There it is.
Job done. 12-10. 2 map points now for Aurora Gaming to finish off the job and take us to the 3rd map. The light of overpass. Looking increasingly likely at this point.
Whoever wins the knife wins the series, eh?
I think it's that important to start
Possibly.
on the side.
I think a third map overpass for sure. For sure. If it's first or second map, it doesn't really matter because obviously, I mean, sides are picked, but if in theory you have to knife for all sides, I think third map overpass starting CT is so important for the confidence for everything.
Alright, well, we'll see if we are
So if
going
we
to go
get
to
there.
overpass. Yeah, I mean, we should, especially with how good Aurora have looked in these past few rounds.
Bit of a change up as well. Deko is showing the op towards B, posting the deep angle. Comes down as to where the munch has his wits about him. Jiggling into the line. Unsure as to what direction that gunfight's going to go, but all post up towards B. Gives the luxury of 3 rifles over towards A. Right side smoke's coming out with a flash in the meantime. Molly and the bulk. Norway's stuck towards Palace and Lucky towards CT. Norway's actually going to get one in the meantime. Kenzie's been dropped. Lucky's pushing out towards triple. Is he able to swing and help his teammates? No, he isn't. He's just letting Norway work the magic towards under bulk. He's able to get another. Oh my goodness, Norway masterclass incoming. Munch going to try shift through this top con smoke. Try peek on the phase. Not able to get anything done. Soltovsky, the man of the moment. At least the B bomb site's vacant. This could be a 1v4 on the cards.
I mean, that's pretty much the only thing that he's got going for him right now is the fact that he's on the vacant side of the map and he can't get the bomb plant for free. Of course, he doesn't know that. And now he's been spotted and life becomes a whole lot more difficult. He's going to try and hunt for the kills here. The problem is that he's got 3 players who are coming in towards market right now and he will not be able to deal with a single one of them. That is a 13-10 scoreline. Aurora Gaming able to win their map pick of Mirage and level the series up 1-1.
And I mean, now we got what we wanted today. We wanted a 3-map affair. We didn't want any one of these teams to go down without kicking and screaming. And that's exactly what we're expecting. Overpass is the last map. I said that I think this knife round is very important. Who starts CT side?